and people are making the mistake, or there's a big group of people or a loud minority of people who want us to make the mistake that Trump is the problem. Trump is not the problem. Trump is a symptom of the problem. What's the problem? The problem is both political parties have been totally taken over by corporations, and they turn their back on workers and students and everybody else. And that's why Trump got elected, because people could not bring themselves to vote for Hillary Clinton, and people could not bring themselves to vote for Jeb fucking Bush. We are done with the establishment, and people, by the way, the Democrats did not only did they not get the message, they immediately went further right. So after they lost to Donald Trump, you think they would go, oh, my God, we have to have a progressive message. They then reversed Obama's ban on lobbyist money at the DNC. They went further right. Now they're taking lobbyist money at the DNC. They got rid of Keith Ellison, and they put in another corporate tool like Tom Perez. Tom Perez is now getting booed coast to coast. When he shows up, people boo him reflexively. I have a videotape I played on my show yesterday. Now Tom Perez, when he hits the stage, he immediately tells people, hey, coming up next is our Senator Bernie Sanders. I've never seen anyone do that. Have you ever seen any? I've been in nightlife comedian my 30 years. I've never seen someone come to the stage and tell you who's coming up next before he starts his own set. That is the craze. So that's how bad it's gotten. But guess what? Remember what Bernie said? These are corporate Democrats who would rather go down on the Titanic because they have a first-class seat. Yep. That's what this is. They are not giving up their first-class seat. Tom Perez, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Donna Brazile, and the rest of the Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, they're all hanging on tooth and nail to their corporate gravy train. They are not going to let go. They won't even speak the word single payer because Big Pharma has them on a chokehold. They're no longer representing the people. The Democrats usurped the working class to Donald fucking Trump, and they're still trying to wag their finger at a progressive Bernie Sanders. The most popular politician in the country right now is Bernie Sanders, 57% approval. The next politician close to him is at 38, 30, that's 20% dip. That's another progressive, Elizabeth Warren. So progressives need to take over. I'm backing third party. Nick Brana has a Draft Bernie party. Right. I've already pledged money to that. I'm all on board. I'm going to be doing fundraisers for it. We got to get out of the Democratic Party. They ain't going nowhere. It is a sinking ship.
Man, I tell you though, Jimmy, man, you got me almost feeling that this whole Russia thing may not be true, man. I thought Hillary lost because of Russia or backlash or what was it, misogyny or something. You mean to tell me it's because the Democrats abandoned working people and unions and the poor and the middle class? I mean, really, that's what you're telling me? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That sounds
remember
crazy.
Tim, you don't remember when Russia passed NAFTA? Remember? Don't you remember when Russia was pushing for the TPP? You don't remember when Russia was pushing for the TPP?
No, I don't. I remember when they kicked all of those poor black kids into welfare and the poverty and picked them off of welfare. I remember that. I remember something about super predators too. Damn Russia. Damn Russia.
Do you remember when Russia told Hillary to say super predators? You remember when Russia told Bill Clinton to, hey, by the way, Bill Clinton, people don't know this. It's in this book, by the way, Listen Liberal by Thomas Frank. He had a private deal, this is true, to privatize Social Security with Newt Gingrich. So he deregulated, he repealed the New Deal banking regulations. He then passed NAFTA, screwing over unions. He then cutted welfare, screwing over single mothers and poor kids. And what was the third thing? He exploded the prison population, repealed the banking. Every bad thing you could do as a Democrat, Bill Clinton did. And that's why we have Donald Trump. And people need to remember that. That's the problem. He had a private deal to privatize Social Security with Newt Gingrich. You know why they didn't privatize Social Security? Because the next day after they signed that deal in private, Monica Lewinsky happened. And as Thomas Frank says in Listen Liberal, Monica Lewinsky is a hero because that blowjob saved Social Security.
Give it up for Monica Lewinsky's blowjob, guys. Hero. She's a hero. Freaking hero.